I'm just saying. Hi, everybody. It is Monday, and my ugly ass is here with y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just
Same.
saying. I made it. It was looking real sketchy there for a second, y'all. I'm just saying. Good morning, beautiful Rock Maruda, Miss Tarot D, Harley. Hello, many blessings. So I was trying to edit, because the one that was supposed to be here decided to finally show up. I digress. Anyway, y'all welcome the gorgeous, beautiful PD with us today.
Oh,
She
Lord.
forgot completely. It's Monday. It's entitled and allowed. So, we forget shit on Mondays. All right, you guys know the drill. Hi, Rossi. Moderators, let's get some links going for PD. I tried to add it at the last minute, but apparently I wasn't smart enough. So if y'all could get some links going, greatly appreciate it. Hi, Ash.
Hi, Miss
All right.
B. Hi, Ash.
All
Hi,
right.
Sydney.
So for those of you who do not know how it goes, here's how it goes on Mondays. You just simply put me in the comments, and the beautiful man behind the curtain will get you started up. Once we get to a magic number of his choice, he shuts questions off. I don't know when that'll be, so get them in there quickly. Do not come in halfway through saying, "Well, I said me." No, you didn't. No, it doesn't work that way. So get the me's in there if you want to read. Other than that, Petey, how was your weekend, boo thing?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I just kind of chilled. Listen, the whole entire weekend I did laundry. So, and,
The
and
whole weekend?
yeah, no, it was that bad that I had to take the entire weekend to do it. So I just stayed down in the dungeon doing laundry. And you know what? It kind of sucked at the time, but like I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh my God, the laundry's done. And so I put it all up. I know it's a weird, isn't it the strangest feeling? I put it all up this morning and I was like, girl, you might just go, you could just take on the world after doing that laundry.
I know that's right. All right. It looks like you're shuffling some Oracle decks. You getting there, huh?
I am. I have my two favorite Oracle decks out. I have Wisdom of the Oracle, and I know you love that one too. So I'm going
Um,
to use
yeah,
Wisdom of
definitely.
the. Oh,
Definitely
that's
one of
just.
my faves.
I think that's just a classic one everybody should have is Wisdom of the Oracle. So I've got that one, and then I have another one that you have actually is Elemental Oracle,
Well, I do have both of them. You're right.
and I may
You
just
have
get
good
another one
taste.
out.
You have good taste. All right. So we are almost at our magical number. And you know how we do it? We do them in random order. And we do not read if you're not here. So if you put me in the comments and you're not here when your name comes up, you don't get your reading, guys. Sorry. I'm not reading for Ghost. It's not happening. All right. Are we ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's start. Harley, you are number one.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm full of piss and vinegar. I'm hot. I had to walk to BFE to get cigarettes this morning because I didn't have none and I didn't have no tree either. So I had to get rid of the headache that I've had for 2 days, right? Because it's literally just my body going through nicotine withdrawals. But I finally got it. So I went and I got me some cigarettes. So I got some cigarettes today. I don't have, fuck it sticks and happy sticks, but it is what it is. Rossi, I lost your name. I mean, Harley, I lost your name. Where'd it go? See, I'm moving too fast. I'm going too fast. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not reading for ghosts.
Not today. I've decided I'm not reading for a ghost today. All right. I think I saw her commenting. Oh my God, you're not. Nope, not today. All right. And they're telling me number four. So let's see here. Number one, number two, number three, and number four. All right. Let's do the damn thing.
Let's do it,
Want to go
sis.
first or second, love?
Um, do you have yours ready already?
Always pre-programmed.
Okay, well, I think I'll go ahead and start. So I pulled 3 cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle for you. I pulled Flexible. I don't know if I got to remember where my cam is now. Flexible, Between Worlds, and To the Sea. So right now, Harley, what this is saying to me is that you need to be patient with yourself. You need to cut yourself a break. And your best times right now are going to be the times that you kind of now this is sort of, I guess this, you wouldn't think this, but right now this is how this is for you. Your most productive time is actually when you're in a state of sort of daydreaming and dream state, maybe that time right before bed. Because you are in a transitionary period right now. You are going between worlds, from one world to the next. And you are finding sort of this new like level of creativity here with the sea, To the Sea here. And so that requires you to do a lot of introspection, and it requires you to think in a calm setting, think away from all of the hubbub and noise of society, pretty much so. But you can get kind of caught up in yourself and maybe get frustrated in yourself because you're like, oh, well, I need to be doing this, and this. But the thing is that you are doing things that are necessary for you right now to progress. It's just you are doing them at a time in a up here. And sometimes when we're working things up here, we don't really realize that we're making things happen, right? Because they're not tangible. It's not like, oh, I got the dishes done, I got the laundry done, I did whatever. But you're working in a different way. And what this is bringing about for you is it's bringing about 2 things here. A new sense of adventure and magnetism that's just drawing in a certain sort of energy to you that you need during this time. So I pulled a moon card for you, and the moon card said, I'm open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. I think you're going to be receiving a lot of abundance. And when you receive that abundance, I think it's going to be natural for you to be like, kind of like, I don't know how I feel about all this coming in, but just accept it because it's coming in with magnetism. It's going to be drawn to you. And that's because of the work that you're doing sort of up here. So that's what I got for you, darling.
I love that. All righty, Harley. So we're usually starting in the roots, but for you, for today, I'm really gonna start in that crown, right? Your crown is protecting the future. You got a dragon hoard going on, right? So when you think about hoarding something, usually it's in a negative place, but dragons don't hoard negative, right? So whatever it is that you're hoarding to protect for the future, absolutely allow it a little bit of room. You know, they say that a horse can't exercise without room to gallop, right? So a dragon can't land in a busy place where it's too crowded. So what I want you to understand is that whatever it is that you're thinking that you need to protect, and it's going to be for the future, a part of it needs to be respected and held sacredly, but you absolutely don't want to hoard it from yourself or anybody that could possibly need it as well. So make sure that when you're holding on to those thoughts of, I'm going to need this in the future, make sure that it's meant to go into the future with you. That's all I can say when it comes to that. I looked at your heart, and what I got was the galactic mushroom. And I know a whole lot of people that would probably say, ooh, that's a good thing to have in your heart. And I would absolutely agree with them, right? When you're understanding the divine matrix, you're giving yourself an opportunity to go deeper into something that you wouldn't have allowed yourself to go or do before. when you put the word matrix on something, we tend to have we tend to want to go to a place like finding that we don't have a lot of fear. You know, we become a part of something, right? To think of the matrix as anything other than a part of your biome for the person that doesn't get the matrix, well, that just sounds ridiculous. But to the person that understands the matrix, for the person that's able to walk on both planes, go in places that other people can't go to, level up in their mind and in their spirituality, to have this in your heart, this galactic mushroom is a very good place to have in your heart because you are accepting things. And guess what? Fungus grows from things that are dead, rotting, or broken, right? So when you think about the good that comes from a giant galactic mushroom or any mushroom at that fact, I'm not the world's best knowledgeable when it comes to shrooms, but I can tell you they come in a lot of varieties and a lot of shapes and a lot of sizes, but there has to be the good quality to it, right? If it wasn't a good quality, it wouldn't be able to rise from something dead like a phoenix. So what I want you to do is I want you to remember that the next time you see a mushroom, whether it's about to rain, just rained, or it's the morning ones that pop up and then disappear, right? When it gets too hot, they go back down under the earth. Let that be a part of your life. Bring in more of that and allow more of it to heal as something new grows from it. In your hands, you got the horn cactus. You got a lot going on here with things that could hurt something, right? They're not hurting anybody because you're not allowing them to. So when you think about a horn cactus and you think about all them spiky things, those are defense mechanisms. They're not there to actually hurt you. So for this to be in your hands, I don't take it as idle hands, but I definitely take it as resourcefulness, that you're literally putting your hands in things that some people may see as harmful, but you're not. You're using it as resources, resources. I'm going to get the word out here in a minute. You are using it in a positive way, right? So don't be scared of them cactuses, whether they got spiky things on them or not, or the roses. Allow them into your life because there is something for you that may not be for the next person. In your feet, what I got is much better than 2 feet in a heartbeat. You got the farther gate, right? This is one of my favorite cards because this is literally taking bold steps into a future, right? Do you see what that says? So when you're walking in these bold steps, you're allowing yourself and your hands and your heart and that beautiful mind to go together, right? Not all of us allow our chariot to move at a quick moving pace because our heart or our head, one of the two, usually isn't in it. And which, you know, our chariot's still going to move. It's just not going to move at the speed or the pace that it is able to. So these new steps that you're about to take this week all starts with you not being scared of what other things are or what other people are scared of. So bring them in, let them be in your house, let them be in your world, because there is something for you to gain from things that other people are intimidated or scared of. When I look at the energy, I got conscious and rebirth, right? So this portal about rebirthing and consciousness, along with these 4 wonderful, beautiful babies over here, let me know that I think that you're actually in a really good spot. I think you're in a good spot to learn something, and I'll be damned if it's not a phoenix on there. So once again, take the phoenix, take the shrooms, take the horns, spiky things, the roses that have thorns, and anything else that has thorns, a thorn bush, and turn it into something that is unbreakable for you. You've got something great coming in, and you've got something great going out. So use all of it to the best of your abilities. Walk on new ground, be bold, and definitely enjoy the week because it looks like you're going to have a really good one. And that's what I've got for you.
All right. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. Miss Tarot D. Have we done last call, man behind the curtain? We probably did if he's got questions or clothes. Okay. For today, tonight, you guys know how to read that text.
Well, Miss Tarot D, I saw that yours was read was coming up next, and so I shuffled and I pulled my cards for you already. And oh my gosh, Miss Tarot D pulled God's green couch card. Imagine that. Miss Tarot D, when we did a scavenger hunt, and Hershey tried to put some ridiculous prompt on me for a green couch. I pulled this card up, which is the earth, and tried to convince her that this was a green couch. And they were like, what are you talking about? And I was like, God's green couch, the earth. So yeah, anyhow, backstory behind that card. But okay, so Miss D, this is what I've got to you. You've got come to the edge, edge. And here you are sort of dancing along right there to that edge. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of going and looking over that edge and maybe even taking a leap off of it, right? Because tick-tock, we have time here, and it's the right time. Because once you sort of take your head and turn it from the side that it's looking at towards over this edge, your imagination is going to get sparked. And herein lies a whole new realm of opportunity for you. You see, because what's going on right now and what I'm seeing is this deep transformation. You have some pressure on you. There's a little bit of pressure coming in, and you might not see it. You might not feel it. I don't know. I can't tell. But what universe is pushing for you is this sort of new sense of depth. They're trying to get you to see a new concept, a new viewpoint that you haven't seen before because you were looking in the other direction. And it's the perfect time for this viewpoint to come through here. And this viewpoint might not necessarily be something that is, let me think here, of the norm, you might not be expecting it, sort of a thing, because with this creative card coming in here and this imagine card coming in here, it's sort of saying that it's maybe might not necessarily be conventional, which is wonderful, because who wants to be conventional, right? And also what this is going to do is this is going to bring you a newfound sense of stability, a new grounding right here on God's green couch. God's green couch, after you sort of take this leap, turn your face to the other direction to see what's over the edge there, you get this new perspective, and this new perspective and this new outlook sort of grounds you. And I pulled a moon card for you, and it says, I know my shadow side, and I work too willingly transform aspects of it again. So that, again, that kind of that goes along with this transformation here, with this pressure. So knowing your shadow side and working with it is going to help progress you forward in this. So it's from taking your viewpoint from here to over here to seeing something new. So that's what I got for you, darling. And I hope that that resonates with you.
Well, I want to say that, you have a standard meta message, but, it's you. And of course you don't. So, first of all, they want me to tell you this. This week is going to be exceptionally busy for you. Ancient Ones and the Council are coming in for you. So, they have one suggestion. Just one. What they want you to do is they want you to create some kind of thunder energy, because you have an unlimited possibility once you meet with the Ancient Ones and Council this week. Now, when are they coming in? I don't know. They didn't give me a date, a time. They just said, let her know. So basically understand that when the Council and the Ancient Ones come in for you this week, there is something on the other side of it that you're going to be able to make a thunderclap, either a disruptive sound or whatever. But once you get that sound, that thunder sound going, what you've got ahead of you is you're going to be writing something, right? Unlimited possibilities are limitless, unlimited or limitless. When you think about what they entitle, you think about what they don't have: corners, stop signs, or the ability to end, right? They are continuous, they keep going. So this possibility, I'm telling you, is going to come in the form of bended knee, whether, that's not a very easy thing for any of us to do, whether I'm getting down to pray or, I'm sitting cross-legged or I'm getting down to play with the cats on the floor. Either way, it's not easy, but you're going to be able to do it. Maybe it's in a swimming pool or a hot tub, or maybe it's just sitting around a fire one night. Either way, once you meet with the Council and the Ancient Ones and you get this sound that you need to understand so that things stop and listen, or they watch. Okay. The disruption tool isn't to run anything off. It's to get those that need the attention. They need to be hear it. Right. So, a lot of people say, oh man, I need a sign. I need a sign. And then out of left field, somebody comes up to them in their day or their night and says, well, you should try this. And then they overlook the sign that just came into them. Okay. So what I'm saying is they're going to approach you. And by the time they're done, you're going to be able to reach a whole lot of people with this sound that you're going to be able to manifest. And everything that comes after it is limitless. Whether it's literally writing with your hands, creating something, composing something, or using a rake to rake in the money for another child event or somebody else that needs some kind of help. All I know is it's going to be you, and it's going to be powerful. There's something in freeing yourself along this new journey, because this is a brand new journey for you. And this is something that you will be doing all the time with Gerald's Bluebird there as your companion. So the independence that comes with this, the freedom and the ability to hold it with just sound, you're holding more than just sound. You're holding the attention, the heart, and the mind frame of everybody that is listening to you. You're going to move a lot of things. Don't know if it has a value to it or not, or if it's just moving a lot of people in a direction that needs to be moved. You are definitely going to enjoy it. It is going to become part of your new journey as you move through from this day forth. But you're going to be able to do it freely and with the independence, knowing that you were taught how to do it by people that some of us could only dream of. That's the message I've got for you, babe.
Wow, God's green couch and the Bluebird.
I know. I'm telling you, it's just mysterious. It's materiality. It's all mysteriality.
She would summons both of them.
I would be a little intimidated. I'm just saying. Rishi, you are up, love. Are you still with us? Rishi. Oh, PD is always recruiting something. And anybody that does grab a link and drop a birthday gift or a belated mother's gift to either mother on the screen, we are grateful. We don't. One of us has birthday this month. Other one
Well, we all know who that is. We know who has the birthday this month.
Yeah, along with everything else.
Hershey birthday is a whole national holiday.
2 seconds, Rishi. I'm about to hit the scoop. Rishi. Y'all root for Rishi. Start thinking Rishi, Rishi, Rishi. Let's go. All righty.
Okay.
I'm about to hit the skip button. Rishi, I will give you one person to come through. If you don't come through by the time I'm done with Rossi, you're out. Sorry.
Rossi,
All
Rossi.
right. Rossi, Rossi, Rossi.
Okay, it's going to take Hershey. You might want to go first because it's going to take me a second to pull my cards for Rossi.
Okay. Rossi. Rossi.
After Rossi would be Rishi if Rishi is here, and then Sharon. Mo.
All right, Rossi. Okay. So it looks like in your head there's something that you're searching for, right? Lost in space, needing direction, right? So when you think about this kind of card, this isn't necessarily bad. I mean, come on. That is one gorgeous angel with the light right at the third eye and looking at the world like it's just what to do today. Dun, dun, dun. So when we think about that kind of lost in space, that doesn't mean that we're lost in direction. We don't know where to go, left or right, right? We're literally lost in thought of something, right? This kind of space is the thought process that happens, right? When you need direction, the only time sometimes you have to do is flip a coin and allow that coin to be your direction, right? So this week, when you get to a channel, a left or a right, don't make the choice out of your thought. Allow the universe to guide you somewhere. Literally, flip your yond. If you don't have a yondom,
You better get you one.
But what I want you to understand is this is a good lost in space. So, Rossi, sometimes we need that unplug and sometimes we need that adventure. So, let it be the fire that you need in your heart to motivate something, right? Allow yourself to take a compass out in the woods without your phone back home somehow. You know, the old-fashioned stuff. The stuff that, analogers dream of doing. In your heart, you've got a beautiful thing going, right? Because they paired fire with with the beauty way, right? So when you think about your head lost in space, needing a direction, you need to let the universe decide this direction, right? This fire that's in your heart, this energy that's going, this is something that needs to be released. When you release this kind of fire, it jumpstarts usually somebody else, and it's a motivating kind of fire. It's not it's not devastating at all. What it is, it's growing, right? This kind of fire grows things that would never grow without the incentive to grow, right? Sometimes we have to encourage stuff to get out there and make its best way. You do have a portal coming in for what? Adventure. I can't make this shit up. So I would say that you are literally going to require a lost ability this weekend. Even if you don't understand what's going on, trust me, the energy is healing. You see that fire in that heart chakra? I know you do. So what I want you to do is I want you to allow it to ignite you. And please, please, please allow yourself to get lost this week and allow the universe to bring you back into focus, because there's something beautiful and fire starting along the way that you need to get through the rest of the week. And that's what I've got for you, Rossi.
Look at that.
More fire. Fire, fire, fire.
Okay, Rossi, darling. So this is what I got for you. I pulled the chaos and conflict card for you, which is honestly, I think, exactly what you need right now. You need to sort of take, and you need to let everything sort of come out and fragment itself and unwind and kind of uh, it's sort of like you need to undo the puzzle that's been put together so that you can re-put the puzzle back together again in the way that you want to put it. You've also got yang energy, which is not bad. Like, I mean, there's two sides to a yandam, okay? And both are needed. You need positive and negative energy both. I'm not necessarily thinking this is negative energy here. I'm thinking it's a type of energy, a feeling. So it's like you're ready to sort of kind of deconstruct everything so that you can kind of take this fire that you have in yourself to kind of build something with this alchemy. Okay, because I got the alchemy card, which is magic, and the fire card, which is what we were talking about. It brings with it a message in a bottle. Okay, and what this message in a bottle is saying, what all this sort of kind of little bit of upheaval in a way is doing is it's going to cause you to have a whole new level of fluidity, a whole new flow to your jive here, which is kind of, I think, what you're looking for. You're looking for that kind of flow better. It's like right now I feel like what spirit is showing me is I feel like you go along okay, but you get these little bumps and they're irritating. And so whatever it is that's going on right now with this deconstruction, it brings fluidity. And so here is what I pulled for you as far as a moon magic card. I accept and create more flow and pressure. I didn't even read this yet. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. So everything's going to run smoother after you get past this little stage here. And this stage is actually not going to feel bad. It's going to feel good to you. So it'll be, it'll feel nice. So that's what I got for you, darling.
Ooh. I don't know where all the heat's coming from, but they can have it back.
Right?
I was complaining, and now I don't know what I was thinking. Holy
Hey,
respect.
Jeff's here.
Rossi says I'm a Libra. I like balance. Me too.
Ah.
I'm not a Libra. I like balance.
I wonder if Rishi's around.
Call. This is last call for Rishi. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're out of here. Okay, bye.
Hey, blessings, Fatima.
Sharon.
Oh, Popos, I hear them. They're after you. Or Miss D.
I'm looking for Miss Carol D. I won't tell them where she's at.
Well, they're in the wrong place if they down there in Texas looking for Miss D, my
Lord.
Lord.
Leave it to me to lead them in the wrong direction,
I don't know. They're probably after you for slapping Thomas on.
Lies. But I did slap you in my dream.
Okay.
Well, I did slap you in my dream. I'm just saying. And a few others that encourage that bad behavior. And Gerald was another one that got a whop. You got the feathers. Gerald didn't get quite the feathers, but he got slapped too.
Now, you know that I would never encourage bad behavior. That's just not what I'm about.
Okay, I take it back. Yeah. Your ass deserved it now. Y'all know if you're not laughing and talking shit with us, you're in the wrong damn channel. It is Monday. You got to start it off on the right foot.
Right,
that's all I can say. And that starts with shit talking and coffee and the Breakfast of Champions, which I don't have the Breakfast of Champions because I'm out.
Well, I have a double dose.
A little fairy told me that, a package could possibly be arriving.
Ooh, today?
Or next.
Today? Ooh.
Today.
Okay, let me focus here.
Yes, please.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. All right. So first I want you to understand that you have something going on that is combining your mind, your crown, and your heart chakra today, right? There is an opportunity, and they want you to understand that this opportunity comes with a brand new familiar. This brand new familiar is a jaguar. That's big cat energy, right? And as somebody that has a lot of cats actively, physically, and imaginarily all around her and in her life, this energy is something that literally can't be compared to anything. You can't compare big cat energy to a small little mouse or a bird. And I'm big on birds. Y'all understand that, right? But when you've got this kind of energy coming in, you need to understand that this is the one and only thing that is going to help you in this opportunity, right? So when you think about the fact that they're giving you a familiar to use to walk beside you, that's because they need you to focus and not worry about what's coming in behind you, because you got something back there that ain't gonna let nothing sneak you. Okay? They can't sneak in from the back when this got your back, right? So this opportunity, this rare occurrence that's coming in for you that needs its own protector to make sure that you and you alone get the message, make sure that your heart and your place, your head and your heart are both going in the same direction or in both in the same place. Because if you are not in the same direction or going at the same pace, you could quite possibly get one without the other, and then you've got to wait on the other one to come back around, because you need them both to successfully make the opportunity a success. In your hands, you've got spiritual narcolepsy going on. So you've got the fallen angel coming in your hands. So what I would normally say is that your hands are busy, but I can't say that, right? When you think about spiritual narcolepsy, sometimes we get beside ourselves and we get a big head sometimes. Sometimes we draw the coolest picture and we can't believe we just drew that, right? Or we write the best poem and we can't believe we just thought that in our head and then put it in our own words and then put it out on paper. So everything that you're experiencing with your hands, I need you to understand it's being guided by the fallen, right? Archangels are leading you down a path that not a lot of people are acceptant of, right? So when I say that, here's what I want you to understand. Sometimes fallen angels get called things that they are not. They didn't want man to be stupid, so therefore they educated man to some incredible life skills that we still flourish on today, and they're still paying the price for giving us that knowledge that we flourish on, right? So what I want you to understand is something spiritual and something very much just for you can only be done by you, and those blessed hands will be happening this week. But you absolutely need to make sure that your head and your heart are both going in the same direction, or otherwise you could be literally all over the place. And you don't want to spend a week trying to catch up to different parts of you. Let's just not have that. And your roots, you got stand still. So for this to be your roots and for all of this to be going on everywhere else, this lets me know that you every morning start in a good place, right? Every morning you start your root system in a good place, but then you allow your roots to stay in that safe, good place. And then them feet get to moving and you can't keep up with what's going on. So absolutely take a little more time to slow back, re-pull yourself in, rein yourself in, and allow yourself to stay still an extra few minutes so that everything can go at the same time. The energy going on is make sure that you stay present, and your dream was in reverse. So make sure that you are not daydreaming when you should be focusing and staying in the present. So don't be the what do y'all call her, the number 3 card? No, the number 2 card, the high priestess. The high priestess. So don't be her. Don't have your head all up in the dang on clouds daydreaming. You're going to need to be present all week long. It may be coming at you all week long, honey. Let me tell you, I have days where it does not give me a break. I can't think, but I don't give in. Don't give in this week. It looks challenging, but I know you got this. What do you got, Petey?
this is just wild because it's the exact same thing.
Really?
Okay, so what pretty much, well, and you know what's funny is I always kind of look at my energy when I am going into the reading, and I was unfocused going into this reading right now, just, from as I move from reading to reading. And I was like, did you see how I was like, I've got to get myself focused here again so that I can read? Well, all this whole entire reading is about maintaining focus. But okay, so what's going on right now is that there's an exchange of gifts going on right now. So I can't quite place what that gift is. I do feel like that it is a spiritual sort of an exchange. But what it's going to cause almost a feeling of anxiety, I think, a little bit, because it is coming on rather quickly. And it's reminding you to breathe here. So I think that you're going to experience some times where you're feeling like everything is coming at you. And I almost feel like this is a long-term thing. I feel like this week might be the start of it, but I feel like this might push through maybe the month for you, because it has an intensity to it. There's the other thing that makes me think that it's spiritual is I got the to the sea card, and this card for me is twofold. One, it's showing the spiritual nature of the exchanging of the gifts, but two, it's also showing me you're going to want to drift off a little bit. You're going to want to sort of lose your focus in the middle of this, and it's just reminding you, keep focus on this, because it's impactful, I guess is the word that I can say. I almost want to say life changing, but I don't think it's quite that drastic, but I do think it has a certain level of impact in your life. Now, there's also some other cards here that I have down here about this whole thing that's going to be going on for you, Sharon. I have the adventure card, and I have the rain card, and I have the oceans and bravery card. So, anytime we embark on a new journey or a new adventure, yeah, it's fun sometimes, but it also can be a little bit scary, right? Like you could be like, oh, I don't know about that. That's foreign territory, that sort of a thing. So you kind of like, maybe might second, guess or second look at something and be like, oh, I just don't know about that. But it's reminding me to tell you to go into this rather bravely, because like Hershey said, I do believe you have divine guidance, you have divine protection, with this new endeavor, whatever it may be. Then I pulled a moon. This moon card really got me, because it says every day I focus on what is important. So my reading for you is one of focus, just to remind you in the process of this going on to keep your eye on the prize. So that's what I got for you, darling.
Okay, here's who is on the list: Ash, Flower, Fun Boy, and Hypnicity. That's what I've got left. So please be present. Ash, you are up. Ash, I haven't seen you in chat. I was just looking. Are, are you still currently here? Miss Tarot D, I can't wait to see what you come up with. I see you, Hypnicity. Flower, I see
There's that.
you. Ash, you. All right, Ash. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. I got to count. I said number 6. 1. Uh-uh.
Ooh, I'm liking this reading for you, Ash.
3. 4. Okay.
Why are you doing this? See, here we go again.
It's because it's Ash's turn.
Yeah, I know it.
Because it ain't been doing it, so it's got to be Ash. It's all Ash's fault.
God bless America. There we go. I think. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, so Ash, what we've got going, and look at it, went right back to being fuzzy.
It's Ash's fault. I told you.
Okay, so Ash, honey, what I got going on right now for you is I've got this cleansing storm. Okay, so, and next to it, I've got the darkness card. And you know, I know you're thinking to yourself, you're thinking, PD, you said you loved this reading for me. What are you even talking about here with this storm and darkness? Well, here's the deal. You're accepting right now the things in your life that are the darkness. You are coming to terms with them. You are taking them and you are using them to your advantage. That's what true balance really is. It's sort of, you know, realizing that on that other side of the coin, those things, like I always say, and I've said this to you, yeah, I think I've told you a couple of times, have the wrongs write the songs, right? Because you write music. Well, that's what you're doing. You're having the wrongs write the songs. And this cleansing storm is coming through, and yeah, it might feel a little bit shooken up. You might feel shooken up, and you know, you might have a lot of noise around you, and you know, clouds and rain, and you know, all the things that are about a storm, right? But within this storm brings you comfort, a sense of comfort, you see. And, you know, it's opening up all of this sort of pathway for you to get this brand new yin energy come through, because I really feel like you haven't had a good balance of both yin and yang energy. And I feel like you've kind of leaned more towards the side of, you know, things that go wrong in life right now. And so, you know, it has left you feeling a little bit alone and introspective, and not knowing what to do, not knowing how to feel with yourself. But one thing that it has taught you in the middle of all of this, it has taught you to be a great observer. You have learned how to, and this, I don't think that this was there before. You have learned how to step back a little bit. You have learned how to size people up. You have learned how to see what are the things that I want in my life and the things that I don't want in my life. You've learned how to create boundaries. Boundaries were something that you never, I don't think before, really knew how to create. And people just sort of crossed lines all over the place with you. And so now you're getting that, and that level of observation has caused you to be able to see the things that you couldn't see before. And so this storm that's going on right now is washing away yet another layer of this element of this darkness that has kind of presented itself to you through observation. You see, at one point in time, Ash, I don't think you would have even been able to recognize it. But now, because of the things that you've gone through, you are able to start recognizing it. And here's what I pulled for you in your moon card. I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. So see, this just reiterates to me that you're starting to level up. You're starting to progress past phases of I'll just endure this because I have to, or I'll let them say whatever it is that negative that they say, and do whatever it is negative that they do, just to save face and not have an argument with somebody. Now you're saying, no, you're saying I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. I'm going to make this happen for me, which is a great place to be, and it puts you in more control. So I love that for you.
Whew. Well, I don't know how I'm going to top that, but okay, let me see. He says, oh yeah, in the past I didn't know exactly what boundaries were or how they operated. Boundaries are nasty until you learn to get your own. Cut people off. And then you get your own, and then you're like, are you mad? Oh, well. My bad. Okay, so look, I have to tell you that your subconscious looks really, 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 really good. But here's what I want you to understand is there is divine luck coming your damn way this week, right? And this kind of luck, look, I hope I got that same kind of luck coming in this week, but I feel it. I'm itchy, right? So what I want you to tell you is this kind of luck is not made by you or you alone. Did you hear me? This kind of luck is not made by you and you alone. Okay? What I want you to understand is that for me, I have a whole plethora. Do you see all these people that are here? All of these people, if they're not personally here because the most gorgeous boo thing in the world is my boo thing and she's sharing the screen with me, they're here because of me. And they're here because they are a support team like no other. Do you hear me? Like no other. There are a few that come in just for the message. But for the most part, every single person that's here in chat right now have a title in my life. Literally a title in my life. They know their role. They know I need them. They know that they can come to me if they need me. Period. I think you're learning that. And the best part about it is that in your mind, you're not just learning it, you're seeing it, right? As you build this and it happens literally right in front of your eyes, it starts unfolding in front of your eyes. I think that you're going to be able to go back and be like, well, what was it a week ago? Say it happens on Wednesday. Go back exactly 7 days. See where you were at then versus where you are at this Wednesday or Thursday or tomorrow or in 10 minutes, whenever the hell it walks through your front door. However it comes to you, make sure that you honor it right then and there and celebrate it right then and there. Even if it's only for 2 minutes and 2 seconds, that 2 minutes and 2 seconds can carry you a lot farther than you're giving it credit for. And it can carry a lot of weight in 2 minutes and 2 seconds. You have several paths coming in for you. In your heart, you know that you have a lot of options and you have opportunities coming in gradually and consecutively all the time. Sometimes they come in back to back to back, right? What I want you to understand is that none of them are a crossroad. They're all a path and they're all very much accessible to you. So therefore, there's no wrong path. If they're all presenting to you as your path, absolutely. Learn what you can down every damn one of them. And don't allow anybody to tell you that you're not welcome on that path when that path presented itself to you and to your heart. Take everything you can get from it. Take everything that resonates with you. Leave the rest behind for those that are coming behind you because they will need it. Speaking of the moon, I've got the moon in your hands, right? Look where her hands are at. She's literally touching a moon right on her derriere, right? So when you think about the moon having your backside as well as your front and your top covered, you can only imagine knowing what it's like having it there because it's literally all around you, right? I am a moon child. I brag about it and talk about it all the time. I love learning about the moon. I don't care whose moon I'm learning about. I'm enjoying it because I'm a moon child. I'm getting something from it. I'm leaving what doesn't reply or apply to me there, and I'm taking everything that resonates. Physion energy, stardust, night dust, moon dust, anything that comes with it. In your roots, you got spirals. So what I can tell you is that you are about to go through some dragon holes this week. But I want you to understand that every single spiral that goes on here has a door attached to it, right? If this spiral, when this spiral presents itself to you, open every damn one of them doors because, honey, you got the power of the moon during the spiral and you got many paths that are coming your way. So absolutely enjoy this week because it is only going to get better for you. Sorrow is in reverse. You are turning something around. The energy is turning it around, and magic is the portal that you'll be traveling with this week. So absolutely enjoy all of this that's coming in, but remember, this that's going out, coming from you, make sure it's the purest magic you've ever done in your life. And that's what I've got for you.
Hey, Miss Moonlight.
Yes, Miss Moonlight.
Good to
Y'all
see
make sure
you.
y'all doing the YouTubey things, and everybody subscribe to PD if you are not.
Please, I need subs.
Need. Flower, are you here, love? I'm pretty sure you are, but let me make sure. You're welcome. Miss Moonlight.
Ash, I also wanted to tell you, I'm proud of you for the major transformations that I've seen you make just within the time that I've known you. So good job.
All right, Flower.
Flower, I'm getting this message about a partnership, co-creating, having to cooperate and work together, sort of a message here. And I'm wondering if I'm tapping into the right energy here. Does this sound? I'm almost thinking this might be a work thing. Does this sound correct? Does it have to do with work? Because if it doesn't, I'm gonna kind of go a different. Okay, so here's the situation. So you are in the midst of a co-creation situation. And you have some, yep. You have some partners around you in this work environment that are very different. If you can see on here, you have the owl who's on the tightrope, and then you have the jaguar who sits, on the concrete structure above it. So, each of these things, each of the people, particularly two people, though, they have their place in this sort of setting. And I will tell you, I do not always see people getting along in this co-creation sort of endeavor here, because I do have the bushfire here. And so, but what's going to have to happen in this situation is that, it's going to have to be a situation where the co-creators here learn to lean on each other. They're going to have to sort of, at sometimes one will have to lean on the other, and at other times vice versa. It's going to be a project that's going to require a ton of energy, and it's not going to be something that is going to happen within a day. It's maybe not even something that's going to happen in a month, but definitely you're going to have to call upon the higher powers that sort of help stabilize you and stabilize even the team. I'd even ask for your higher powers to help the team work better together, because it's going to be a long-term project. It's going to be a long-term ordeal. And um, this is a really good thing for everybody in the sense that when it's all done, when you're all done with the building blocks or the atoms, um, it's going to create sort of a grounding energy and a stable energy. Now, here's what's going to happen too in the middle of all of this. In the middle of this project, this is a project or a type of work that is going to change people throughout the process, and not just one person, many people. And some people that liked each other in the beginning might not necessarily be so friendly towards the end, and vice versa. On the other end of the spectrum, people that maybe weren't necessarily drawn to each other are going to start to get to know each other and going to start to work with each other and appreciate each other. So with these building blocks here, these are the building blocks for new relationships and new friendships. But know that there is some fury energy in here, and at times things are going to get heated. When that happens, just call upon, your higher power in order to help you stabilize here. And in the end, when all this is said and done, the rock energy here, actually you become more stable. The project becomes more stable, but you also as well become more stable too. Now I pulled you a moon card, and that says, I flow towards my goal. I am strongly protected as I go. So there you go. That's what I got for you, darling.
Okay. 1 second. So I was reading through your comments about this. It says it sounds like work with so many people, right? So I don't usually pick up on a work environment situation, but what I did pick up on is there is something with your inner voice that is lovingly going to be heard this week, right? So I'm going to start with the energy, right? What I want you to understand is that this energy is coming in so that you can yourself start recognizing your inner voice, right? So many times we don't trust or listen to that inner voice because so many times, so many people are like, oh my God, you're listening to the voice in your head. Of course. Well, right now, what I want you to understand is that that person is reminding you that there is not a commitment ahead of you, right? Whether this is a commitment with a person, a job, or something that's coming in that needs a commitment, is not the commitment for you, right? I don't know what this commitment is, but what I can tell you is that whatever it is, this portal is not open for you. Okay? This portal is not available. I don't care how available it looks, and it could be wide open. Don't do it. Learn to trust that inner voice. There is something else for you outside of somebody presenting a commitment of some kind. Job wise, person wise, only you know that. But that's where they wanted me to start with. What they want you to understand is that something in your circle will show you a revelation this week, right? So whether this is a family member, a friend, or a coworker, I don't have an idea either. But what I can tell you is that it's in your inner circle, right? So even if it's a coworker, this is the coworker that you might go have a beer with or a pizza with after work or a smoke break with during the day, right? This is somebody other than just a coworker. So something will be revealed to you, and it comes by way of your inner circle. Also understand that there is something that is earth moving going to happen, right? Your roots, you got earth, and in your hands, you got benefactor, right? So when you think about benefactor, you have to add in grace and generosity. You just have to. They go together. They have to be there. You can't have one of the three without all three of them, right? So make sure that you are giving yourself as much grace as you're giving to the next person, and generosity. Give evenly and equally to yourself as you do everybody else. And make sure that you understand that maybe your roots do need a little earth tending to this week. So get out there, get them weeds out of there, but also make sure that you are feeding your roots with things that need to help you flourish. And that's what I've got for you, sweetie.
Okay, I think Fun Boy had to go back to work and he was next on the list. So I think, well, it goes to Hypnicity unless Fun Boy is still here. Fun Boy, are you still here? I don't think so.
Boy had to leave us.
Yep. All right. I think it's Hypnicity next.
All right, Hypnicity, we're gonna grab you, and then we will come. If Fun Boy don't pop in, then we will shut it down. All right, Hypnicity.
I need to think on this one for a minute, Hershey.
I just want everybody to know it's stupid hot in Houston.
That's what Hershey been saying all morning.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
And you guys even have your air on, don't you?
All right, Hypnicity. So, you know what? This morning I woke up to, usually I have my TV programmed and I run for a few minutes and then I fall asleep and the TV goes off, right? It's pre-programmed that way, right? I have to fall asleep with TV. I'm programmed that way. Shoot me, whatever, judge me, I don't care. I'm not the only American or human that has to fall asleep to a TV. So what I could tell you is what I woke up to this morning absolutely has got to have resonance in what I'm about to tell you, right? So what I want you to understand is that in your crown, before we go into what I was about to say, I want you to understand that this is the beginner's mind, right? Something brand new in what I'm about to say to you is going to probably hit you like a shit ton of bricks, and that's okay because I need it to. But the second thing I want you to understand is, do you know anything about Aztecs? Right? I went there, right? Aztecs. I didn't know a damn thing about them. Did you realize that maybe they came from the north and went south and not the south and went north? I'm going to say it one more time. Follow the corn. The corn didn't come from south to north, went from north to south. So the Aztecs, right? These were a group of people that started a lot when it came to fur trading and corn, right? You got Wild Woman, and I can't help but see Aztec in this right now. I don't know why, but that's what I'm seeing, right? And they paired it with corn. So maybe that's why I'm seeing Aztec. I don't know. But here's what I want you to understand. Something in your first breath, since you've already done it today, it'll be tomorrow. What I want you to understand is today, tonight, grab something off YouTube, grab something off the History Channel about the Aztecs, or watch something by Scott Wolder. He's always proving that history is wrong, that we learned in school, it's wrong. We have all kinds of things that are proving history to be wrong. So what I want you to understand is that there is something that is ready for you to harvest it, and it's coming from a wild woman energy, right? So take what you can get from the knowledge that you're going to gain from understanding an older way of life, right? I'm talking before the Louisiana Purchase, okay? Go all the way back to Aztec days. Find something there that you didn't know you related with. I promise you're going to find it, right? use that energy to absorb for your first breath tomorrow, to be focused in on this kind of energy, right? It'll be coming in for you today because you're going to have to hunt it down. Come tomorrow morning, I want your first breath to be thinking about what you learned today, and then allow the storm to come in, right? This kind of storm, this perfect storm, is the storm you need for courage. Do you see that word down there at the very bottom? Yep, I thought so. Courage isn't something that all of us have. We all have stupidity. And well, guess what? We all have courage too, because the only difference in the two is acting. Courage means you were not stupid enough to sit on the sidelines and watch it. You had the courage to stand up and do something about it. So absolutely make sure that whatever it is that you were drawn to today affects your movement and your first breath and mind frame for tomorrow, because the realms of phase are opening up their doors this week to you, and they won't do it if you don't allow that storm to come in and get rid of the damn riffraff. I know a few reads back, somebody else got a storm coming in, right? These kind of storms are only meant to get rid of the trash and the riffraff, not you. We're not talking about a hurricane coming in. We just want you to clean out what isn't serving you, right? Enjoy the adventure that comes behind the storm and also inside the realm once the storm has passed. It's the message I got for you this week, Hypnicity. It's going to be very active, but it's definitely going to be worth it if you do the work. And that's what I've got for you.
Well, looky here, Hershey.
What? Holy shit, another storm. Or it looks like a storm.
Yeah, that's storm, and it's cleansing. It's a cleansing storm.
Good.
So here's what's going on. Here's what I see, Hypnicity. I do see you're gonna have a minute. There's gonna be a moment for you. But it's interesting that you said that your crown has been on fire lately, because I pulled the fire card and I instantly connected that crown chakra fire with a sign with the kind of like, you're sensing this is coming. That's what it's trying to do. It's trying to give you a heads up. Hey, this is going to come in here, and spirit is trying to kind of push it forward into your, your life, so that you can see. It's giving you signs, essentially. Here's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like the never-ending story. It's not going to really feel that great, okay? You're going to have your moment with your head in your hand, and you're just going to be like, when is this ever going to end? But this, don't worry. Don't be concerned, because you have some divine support behind you. You have, there's a few things that are in your advantage. You have loyal heart. So you have some very loyal people and loyal spirit guides, and just a good, I think, support system that supports you, and they support you because you've kind of been there for them. It's a sort of like a give and take thing in the universe. When you put out good energy for other people, it comes back to you. So I see that, that even expansive energy coming back to you with the loyal heart. And this is another situation like before, like in one of the other readings that I was reading with Observer. This is going to change your perception on things. And you know what? Sometimes it takes a little bit of a storm for us to change our perceptions. My channel will be Hypnicity's Healing Journey. I've been asking my guides for support. Well, they say to you, I pulled a moon card for you, and this is what they say to you. Your guides are saying you are loved beyond measure. So just know that you're loved, know that you're supported. Keep your eyes out during this transitionary time, during this storm, to see what it cleanses out of your life. Keep an eye on your crown chakra. When it starts, it'll start activating when it's trying to tell you something. So That's what I got for you, darling, and I hope that that resonates with you. And congratulations on your new channel.
Absolutely. Congrats. Okay. Do you have anything coming up this week you want to tell the world about, Petey?
I don't have any. I'm going to actually this week, I'm going to take our regular Tuesdays off of true crime because I just need a break from true crime. Sometimes it's heavy. And,
Okay.
and I, so I'm just going to take my Tuesday break, but I'll be on here. I think, Hershey and I might be doing, a tag team on like a Saturday again. We do some crazy reads a lot of times on Saturday nights where my alter egos come out. So I might be doing one of those again. You never know. Last time it was Rose Quartz. This time it might be Barbara. We'll see. Barbara likes casserole in the church, and yeah, I know you, but she makes it fun. She's a little spicy, so.
Okay. I'm going to take your word for it. Okay, so now that I am free tomorrow, if anybody wants, to hit a private, I have some openings for tomorrow. Later today, I believe, unless I'm off, I think I'm with Gerald and Betsy in a few hours. Wednesday we have shadow work, and this week we are doing the graveyard churchyard. So make sure that you come, and you know what it means on that day. It's a lot of shuffling and it's a lot of writing. So be ready on Wednesday for a lot of work. Friday is Jan's, and I think it's no promise, but I think this weekend I'm gonna take the whole weekend and unplug and try to find a way to acclimate to this damn Texas weather, because I'm telling you, it's kicking my hiney. I am the only person running around here leaking in a matter of seconds. Every other Texan walking around here has got long sleeves and pants and everything, and I am literally dying. I can't even breathe at 7 in the morning.
That just means you're the only Texan that's hydrated. The rest
That's
of us are dehydrated.
Oh, is that what that? I guess I'm the only Texan that's hydrated then. So, from this Texas-born Houston girl to this gorgeous Illy that's sitting beside me, my boo thing, we send you guys all love, many blessings, and we're always here to refill that hope cup. We love you, and we'll see you on the next round. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
End button. Yeah, there it is. Found you.